sometimes car people think they can just jump into heavy duty.
Right.
They run into a lot of problems because on trucks,
Kita pernah simulasi perhitungan ya, sebuah bus bila dilakukan spooling yang benar, itu bisa mendapat penghematan senilai 40 juta.
education is freedom. The more you know, the more you can earn. The other saying I like to say is you don't know what you don't know.
Halo Sobat HPC, bersama saya lagi Kevin Ski Himawan. Kami hari ini dengan Mr. James Hui. Beliau adalah head trainer Hunter Canada yang sudah berpengalaman sebagai profesor selama 30 tahun dan juga bahkan menjadi legal expert menganalisa kenapa kecelakaan di lalu lintas itu terjadi. Nah, hari ini saya mau tanya-tanya Mr. James Hui. So, Mr. James, have you been to Indonesia or Southeast Asia before, or is it your first time here?
No, this is my first time here and I really enjoyed it. Nice and warm.
Good. That's great.
It's a little wet.
Little wet.
Little wet.
Really different from Canada, right?
Yeah, we have 4 seasons. You have 2.
Yes. Yes.
Dry, wet.
Okay. How has been the reception? How have you been received so far?
You know, the whole time I've been here, the Indonesian people are so welcoming. It's been a very good experience.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So, you're here to teach truck alignments, correct?
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty, truck and bus, and trailers, and all sorts of vehicles. Have you noticed any differences in alignments, both in the heavy duty and the light duty, between Indonesia and Canada or any other countries you've seen?
Really, the only differences between alignment here and alignment there is that everybody here doesn't think they need it. And because maybe that's a function of the slower speeds that they sometimes a little bit more congestion.
Okay.
And maybe not as many really big trucking firms where they have a lot of investment and money in their equipment. So there is quite a bit of a difference. Here, HD is just getting a foothold in here, and
Right.
I'm here to try to get them to understand that they really need to do it.
So you think it's more in the education and whether or not that knowledge is accessible? Seems
Right.
like there's not enough awareness yet that people need alignments.
We need to raise the awareness level so that people realize, I should get my truck checked. It's going to save me money in the long run, and I won't have to buy more tires. I can save money on fuel. So there are really big advantages, especially if you're running a trucking firm, to get your alignment looked at. And bus firms, if you're a big bus company, you really need to get your fleet, aligned. So you're going to cut down on tires, you're going to cut down on fuel, and you're going to cut down on fatigue of the driver because he's not always wrestling the vehicle.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of advantages that they could get.
Yes,
And it's just a matter of awareness, right?
correct. Education.
Education. Sure. So you came here to do a training for some Hunter distributors and also some customers of ours, tire shops, a few fleets. Do you think you were able to achieve what you set out to do here?
Well, I call this an international training session. We did some people from Indonesia, from Philippines, from Malaysia, and from Thailand. So it was really a big international effort.
Yes.
And language can sometimes be a barrier because I don't speak those 4 languages, but I do speak English Philippine. I hope we made an impact on them, and then when they go back, they can share the data and the education that they picked up here, and hopefully develop it into sales and more of infrastructure.
Yes,
because I see here light duty, but no heavy duty. So we need more. Once you get your toe in the door and people see the benefits, then it's going to be really more successful.
Maybe you can give us a short, like where do you see the distributors before the training and after the training? What have they gained?
You want me to give a short answer?
Oh, long one's fine too.
I think before they came here, it's like most places that I train at. A lot of times they're light duty, even if they have experience in alignment, it's not the same in heavy duty. To me, heavy duty is much easier. All the trucks are very similar. So when you need to make adjustments, you don't have to refer to the Hunter machine to tell you how to do it. The toe is the same on almost, the front toe adjustment is almost identical on buses, trucks, and every type of truck. So before they got here, they may have had some conceptions that it was going to be very difficult.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sure that after we did the training for the 3 days this week, that now they feel empowered, that now they can do the alignment if they had the equipment. So that's where I think the difference is. Now they know that they can do it because they were hands-on and they did it. I didn't do it. I showed them one and then they did the rest. So I'm really impressed with the workforce and how good they are here.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. So, I mean, just to recap, it sounds like there's a misconception that people feel they don't need truck alignments, and also that it's more difficult than it actually is. But it sounds like you were able to dispel both misconceptions while you were here.
And the third one is that sometimes car people think they can just jump into heavy duty.
Right.
They run into a lot of problems because on trucks we have different terms like scrub angle. We don't have scrub angle on cars because we only have 2 axles. Trucks with 3 axles have scrub. So what happens is they start to run into trouble. And with just a little bit of training, we can get them straight on the narrow track.
So
that was an alignment joke, straight.
So it's not as difficult as people think, but you do need some training. And that's where you're here.
You must have training.
Must have some training.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And what about the our guests, maybe for our customers that we brought in, the tire shops? Do you think they got out of it what they wanted to get?
I think so. I think they looked at it, and I remember one gentleman looking at. He was doing the buttons on the machine, controlling the alignment, and I think he was surprised at how easy it was to operate because the machine kept telling you what the next step was.
Yes.
You know, at Hunter we have a saying, RTFS, and that means read the friendly screen. So if you can read, and by the way, the Hunter machine has, I think, many languages. Hindi, Indonesian, Filipino, Thai. You can change the machine to whatever your language is. So you don't need to know what English is, and you can work in your own language.
Not all machines have that. Well,
I always say, Hunter does not have any competitors, and it truly is true. We do so many more things, and we are that much more accurate than any machine on the market. And, you know, it's hands down, Hunter is the best machine.
do you have any other messages or hopes for the Indonesian tire industry and alignment and workshops?
Education is freedom. The more you know, the more you can earn. The other saying I like to say is you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes that ignorance is costing you. You think you're saving, but it's like when you buy a cheap used car because you think it's going to be what you can afford. But if you waited a little bit longer, paid a little bit more, you got a much better vehicle.
Yes.
The Hunter machine is the exact same thing. yes, it is a little bit more expensive. However, I've seen some machines do over 3,000 alignments, and for them, for us, they paid for the machine hundreds of times over and over. So now it's every time they do an alignment, it's money in their pocket.
Yeah.
Now I understand here the alignment cost is a little bit cheaper. It does take a little bit longer to get your return on investment, but if you stick with it and you promote it, you will be making money
Yeah. No, you either buy
and saving.
right or you buy twice.
Yeah, those who buy on the cheap pay more.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, thank you very much, Mr. James. It's been a pleasure to talk with you.
I really thank you for the opportunity to come here. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Nah, tadi kita sudah berbincang dengan Mr. James, yaitu trainer kami dari Kanada. Sekarang saya mau memperkenalkan sosok yang sudah bersama dengan Himawan Putra sejak 1983, tapi baru sekarang tampil di kameranya. Ini adalah Presiden Direktur kami, Ibu Ruby Aryani Rubiati.
Halo.
Bu Ruby, mungkin saya mau bertanya-tanya ya mengenai acara ini ya.
Ya.
Jadi sebetulnya kan bidang kita ini, bidang di spuring dan wheel service itu sebenarnya sudah cukup niche dan spesifik ya.
Ya.
Apalagi spuring untuk heavy duty. Kita tahu sendiri kalau toko ban sih banyak, tapi toko ban dan bus itu lebih sedikit di sini.
Ya.
Nah, jadi saya mau tanya nih Bu Ruby nih, kenapa sudah lebih niche lagi, tapi Bu Ruby menyelenggarakan acara mengundang distributor dari Asia Tenggara dan mengundang 20 sampai 30 bengkel ke sini. Itu kan jadi biaya juga sebetulnya ya.
Gini. Saya merasa spuring itu kalau kita jalan di keliling-keliling, kita akan banyak sekali melihat bengkel yang memberikan jasa spuring.
Ya, bisa paket ya, spuring balancing gitu ya.
Ya. Cuman masalahnya pemahaman orang tentang spuring yang benar
Ya.
itu saya merasa masih sangat kurang.
Oke.
Ini saya bicara tentang passenger car.
Oh, passenger pun juga.
Iya, pemahamannya masih sangat kurang. Apalagi untuk heavy duty. Padahal sebetulnya dampak penyetelan spuring yang tidak pas itu sangat besar. Apalagi untuk heavy duty yang kendaraannya memang berat. Apalagi bebannya pun juga besar. Biasanya pendapat umum yang orang paham ya tentang spuring itu setirnya lurus.
Oke.
Untuk heavy duty kalau setir nggak lurus, kendaraan sebesar itu mungkin bisa dibayangkan bagi pengemudi berapa melelahkannya.
Oh.
Kemudian jalan lurus.
Iya, biasa kan kalau di jalan tol dibilang kalau lelah istirahat di rest area ya Bu ya.
Betul.
Nah, itu kan bisa menyebabkan kecelakaan kalau misalnya udah lelah masih mengemudi.
Betul.
Jadi itu sebetulnya bisa dikurangi dengan spuring.
Betul.
Oh, jadi spuring can save lives sebetulnya.
Iya, spuring
Oke.
itu bisa menjaga keamanan dan menyelamatkan nyawa. Kemudian juga jalannya lurus, sama sisi safety-nya ya.
Kalau truknya miring-miring ya bahaya itu ya.
Iya. Dua hal ini biasanya kalau kendaraan selesai di spuring, pengemudi mungkin masih bisa merasakan. Tapi ada satu hal yang tidak bisa langsung dirasakan.
Oh ya?
Nah, itu adalah penghematan ban dan BBM.
Oh, memangnya jauh ya bedanya ya Bu ya?
Jauh sekali.
Oh ya?
Dan ini saya rasa di Indonesia orang tidak terlalu paham tentang ini. Gitu. Kita pernah simulasi perhitungan ya, sebuah bus bila dilakukan spuring yang benar, itu bisa mendapat penghematan senilai 40 juta
40 juta
per 10.000 kilometer dia jalan.
Wah.
Coba bayangin.
Per 10.000 kilometer?
Iya, coba bayangin 40 juta.
Wow.
Sekarang ini kan kondisi ekonomi kita sedang ya penuh tantangan lah ya.
Iya.
Coba bayangkan bagi pemilik travel, pemilik logistik, dia setiap 10.000 kilometer mereka bisa menghemat 40 juta, itu kan bisa memberikan napas tambahan buat mereka, atau
Ya.
mereka bisa menggunakan dana itu untuk investasi.
Betul sekali, apalagi 10.000 kilometer itu kalau untuk tracking ya biasa satu rute juga udah 1.000 kilometer ya Bu ya.
Iya.
Jadi 10 kali jalan itu udah 40 juta.
Ya, itu satu kendaraan loh.
Satu kendaraan aja.
Iya, bagaimana kalau dia punya 50?
Wah. Jadi oke, mulai terbayang kenapa Burbi melihat ini sebagai potensi pasar yang besar ya.
Iya.
Itu untuk logistik dan truk dan bus. Nah, bagaimana untuk bengkel?
Nah,
Keuntungannya apa yang bisa didapatkan oleh
di
bengkel?
sini justru saya melihat mungkin karena spooling untuk heavy duty itu belum terlalu umum ya di Indonesia. Pemilik bengkel juga belum terlalu jeli melihat bahwa peluang ini sebetulnya besar. Bila pemilik kendaraan bisa menghemat 40 juta rupiah per 10.000 kilometer, bukankah itu sebetulnya spooling untuk heavy duty itu akan rame?
Harusnya ya Bu ya.
Iya.
Kemarin kita ada customer yang datang dari logistik.
Ya.
Beliau bilang 10 juta, 20 juta pun mau dibayar untuk itu ya.
Ya, ya cuman mungkin ya karena hal ini belum diketahui secara umum dari pihak bengkel, mungkin butuh memberikan edukasi
Iya,
sehingga
iya.
customer-nya paham.
Bagaimana untuk masyarakat Indonesia pada umumnya? Apakah ada keuntungan juga yang bisa didapatkan?
Oh, ada dong.
Oh ya?
Tadi kan saya bilang yang bisa dihemat itu adalah ban dan BBM. Sekarang kita sangat peduli lingkungan,
Ya.
green, ya.
Plastik udah nggak boleh ya?
Ya, plastik tentengan kan udah tidak dianjurkan.
Tuh.
Nah, tapi setiap hari di jalan kita menghamburkan ban dan BBM.
Polusi juga ya sebetulnya ya?
Betul. Jadi saya pikir begini ya, kita nggak perlu terlalu muluk. Kalau kita mau ganti dengan kendaraan truk, bus yang EV, itu kan investasinya besar.
Ya.
Kemudian infrastruktur kita juga sudah harus siap. Ini ada loh yang di depan mata.
Oh.
Kita bisa dengan sedikit effort, kita membantu atmosfer kita. Kenapa tidak dilakukan?
Dan juga mengurangi kecelakaan tadi
Ya.
ya. Tentu menghemat limbah karet,
Ya.
polusi. Jadi
Ya.
sebenarnya untuk negara kita juga ada untungnya ya Bu ya?
Untuk semua masyarakat kita ada untungnya sih.
Oke. Banyaknya manfaat ini Bu. Mengapa sekarang ini baru dibicarakan, baru mulai dibikin acaranya? Apakah selama ini tidak dianggap penting atau kenapa Bu?
Lebih dari pengetahuannya ya. Dan kebetulan tahun ini kami dapat dukungan dari Hunter USA, di mana kami bisa menyelenggarakan training ini. Diutus seorang master trainer dari Kanada yang memang sudah 30 tahun di bidang ini gitu. Jadi di dalam kesempatan ini kami tuh ingin membagi pengetahuan ini kepada mitra-mitra kami.
Oh iya.
Sebab ya Himawan Putra itu kan sebetulnya polisinya, kebijakannya kemitraan. Jadi kami ingin mendukung mitra-mitra kami supaya kita bisa sama-sama berkembang. Kami selalu ingin memberikan sesuatu yang benar-benar ada manfaatnya buat mitra kami, bukan hanya gimmick-gimmick atau tren sesaat.
Oh iya. Sebetulnya kalau mau bisa aja pengetahuannya dikeremin ya Bu ya,
Bisa.
disimpan sendiri tapi malah di-sharing.
Iya.
Oh iya. Harapan Bu Ruby nih apa yang akan terjadi, perubahan apa yang ada terjadi di industri kita setelah selesai?
Di Indonesia ini bisa melakukan penyetelan spooling yang proper, yang baik, sehingga manfaatnya benar-benar dirasakan baik oleh pemilik kendaraan maupun bengkel. Dan kemudian jangka panjangnya tentu masyarakat juga bisa mendapatkan penghematan tersebut dan ekstra keamanan.
Jalanan di Indonesia semakin aman,
Ya.
kecelakaan berkurang ya Bu.
Ya, jadi selama ini kalau kecelakaan kendaraan berat itu kan biasanya mereka akan bilang karena remblong, karena odol. Bisa jadi seperti itu, tapi kalau kita paham spooling heavy duty, belum tentu juga karena itu.
Ya karena kalaupun remnya masih kencang, masih bagus, kan tetap ban juga masih harus belum boleh nggak gundul. Kalau remnya bagus tapi bannya gundul sama aja.
Ya,
Ya. Oke. Mungkin apa Bu Ruby punya pesan-pesan lain untuk customer maupun supplier kami?
dalam kesempatan ini saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Mr. James Huey sudah bersedia datang terbang selama 88 jam, dan juga kepada Mr. Akhtar Singh, Mr. Darcy Talent, Mr. Johnson, dan Mr. Bo Brower sudah mensupport kami, memungkinkan training ini terjadi. Kami juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih pada mitra-mitra kami yang sudah meluangkan waktu 2 hari untuk datang mengikuti training ini, dan semoga ke depan dunia spooling kita atau alignment kita jadi lebih baik, lebih proper, dan masyarakat semua bisa menikmati hasilnya.
Himawan Putra, mitra andalan terpercaya usaha bengkel Anda.